everyone, and welcome to today's Drama Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. So, I'm Eeyore today. Still in mourning from yesterday's Walking Dead episode. If you haven't watched it already, I recommend it, although brace yourself because it is brutal. I won't tell you what happened, but, you know, brace yourself. And it occurred to me as I started watching today's episode of General Hospital that I've totally forgotten where we left off Friday because I was so caught up in what happened this weekend and looking forward to Sunday night, and then Sunday night came. So let's get right to it because I don't know what's going on anymore. So at Carly's, Dante's there, and he found something at the crash site. It's in an evidence bag, but they don't need it for evidence, so I guess it was just in a bag then. Because I was like, chain of custody much? But they don't need it, so it's fine. It's Morgan's, and it's the jade necklace that she gave him. So Sunny asks if there's any other evidence that Morgan could still be alive, and Dante says that they have no evidence that Morgan survived, and the bomb team is searching Julian's car to find remnants of the bomb so they can track down its maker. So Carly wonders if they hold a funeral, if they put a hold on the funeral, if the PCPD could possibly find something that they could actually bury, which is very sad and reminiscent of this weekend. So Sunny wants to grieve together and honor their son's memory, and she says that if they can go back in time, you know, fine, but, you know, other than that, she can't grieve with him. And Kiki comes over, and Carly doesn't look happy about it. So Kiki's sorry for all the time she hurt Morgan, but he equally hurt her, but, you know, once someone dies, suddenly they're a saint. Okay, that sounded kind of snarky, but I don't blame Carly for, like, just wanting to see all the good in her son now that he's gone. Like, I really don't, so I apologize for the snark. And, you know, she's sorry for all the arguments, and she hates that he was in pain because of her, and she tells them that she really loved him, and Carly's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Why was he in pain because of you on his last day? Because now she's, like, really not happy. So Morgan, she tells her that Morgan thought he saw her with Dylan. He thought he saw something going on in the boathouse because he had went to the boathouse after finding out, you know. So he thought he saw them together, but it wasn't her, and that's what set him off. So Carly wants to know if she was sneaking around with Dylan, and she says, I was going to break up with Morgan for Dylan, and she was going to do it face-to-face. You know, she was going to do it right. She didn't want to do it over the phone, obviously, because she's not a jerk. So Carly says that she can blame herself for abandoning Morgan, which I don't feel it was abandoning because Kiki put up with a lot, like more than anyone really shoulda, okay? And, you know, I mean, there were reasons. Like, I'm not faulting her for that. I'm just saying, like, it's really not fair for Carly to be looking at this on a third person as, you know, a third party and, like, judging it. She doesn't know the inner workings of their relationship. So she really tears into her and calls her a mean and petty little girl. And, like, she kicks her out, but she doesn't actually leave. Carly goes upstairs, though. And Kiki's just in tears. And at one point, like, Carly kind of, like, went like that to her and made Kiki jump back. And Sunny, like, goes around to comfort her because, like, just that wasn't fair at all. So Kiki says it's all true. Like, everything Carly said was true. And Sunny said that Carly's just in pain. Are you okay over there? Excuse me. Okay. Can I point out that you're wearing a tiger pajamas, but a cheetah neck pillow? You're clashing. Wow. Yeah. You're clashing. That clashes. Yeah, that clashes. It's not allowed in this house. Sorry about that. We only have real fashion in this house. See, it's funny because I'm wearing Eeyore. So, anyway, tragedy. Let's get back to it. So, Kiki says she really did love Morgan. She loved him more than he loved himself at times. Or, I think Sunny said that. So, Sunny's grateful Morgan could experience that kind of love before he died. At Finn's place, Hayden fell asleep on Finn's couch and wakes up with kind of a jolt. And she says waking up in a strange room and, you know, instincts kind of kicked in. And plus, she's kind of hungover. So, you know. So, she's a bit fuzzy about last night. And he's like, oh, does this jog your memory? And shows her the check for $100,000. Why haven't you cashed that already so it doesn't get stop payment on it, sir? So, he doesn't intend on using the money. And, like, she already did all that hard work. Come on, just use some money. So, So he's worried what will happen to her if, you know, this Evan guy comes back wanting more. And she's probably like, yeah, he's probably bragging about his great night already. Like, it's fine, you know, men. And he's like, really? And she's like, well, not all men. And I was like, girl. So she remembered something else, accusing him of wanting to sleep with her. And he tries to empathize with her and her situation. And she's like, no, no, no. I can tell you want to give me a speech. So just give me the speech. So he says, look, yeah, I am interested in you, but it's a horrible idea, kind of because I'm dying. And she's like, well, use the check for a cure or to go to the Bahamas, live life. And I was like, all right. Someone mentioned how fun that would be to write in the grant report, like, use your money, go to the Bahamas. So she's ready to take the risk. And he pulls her close and kisses her. And I was like, this is like classic soap opera. And I love them together. And I think, well, I can't credit myself with coming up with the name. Because for all I know, someone else could have come up with it. But like, I haven't heard it. I just like when I was writing it. But I think their couple name should be Fade In. Because it just sounds really cool. At least to me. But I'm wearing Eeyore. So what do I know? But you have to say it like that. You can't just say Fade In. You have to go Fade In. You know? So at the Metro Court, Anna feels like she should know Valentine, like just something about him. And Laura overhears them talking about him and her talking about him. And Anna introduces Laura to Griffin, Duke's son. And I'm like, bring Duke back. So Charlotte's still there, and Anna tells Laura that there's a connection between Griffin's daughter and Valentine. So Kevin comes in, and they're having a lunch date, Laura and Kevin. And Kevin can tell her mind is preoccupied. She tells him about Anna talking about Valentine. So they try to reconcentrate on their date. And then his mind is occupied with this whole thing. So they're like, well, I guess we'll just have to schedule another date until we get this right. And I was like, all right, I'm not totally not on board. Like, I'm willing to give it a try. Although him and Lucy, I really like them. With Anna, like, going on over there in the Metro Court. So Anna hasn't met Valentine, but, like, he feels so familiar. So she, like, recognizes his eyes. And I'm like, what are they doing here? Like, I feel like they're doing something here. What are they doing here? So he has quite a resume. And up until the Cassie Island fiasco, like, there was no evidence against him for anything, which is how he, like, lived free. So Griffin blames himself that Claudette had to turn to Valentine because she was abandoned by him and Griffin. And I was like, well, she could have told you that she had a child. Like, she didn't say anything. That's not your fault that you didn't magically know that she had a daughter, you know? So Charlotte's tired of coloring and wants her mom and, like, has quite an attitude. Again, not that I blame her, but, like, kind of was like, hey, kid, like, you could, like, you don't have to be mean. Like, we get it. You've been coloring a long time. So Claudette has been gone for a long time. So Griffin's gonna go check on Claudette while Anna entertains Charlotte with a game on her phone. At Claudette's room, Nathan doesn't believe her, but he sees Maxie's jewelry and that she was here, but where is she now? And he comes upon maybe like a mistaken identity thing, like, yeah, the person who tore up your room thought that Maxie was you and took her. So Nathan calls to get security tape, and Dante comes in, and Nathan fills him in on what's going on. In the basement of who knows where, Maxie is determined not to die there. She laughs in the face of danger, and I was like, Lion King reference. I can spot a Lion King reference from a mile away. Like, it could be one word, and I'm like, hey, Lion King reference. So Maxie gets herself free and runs up the stairs. She, like, pulls the tape. I don't know how she did it. Super strength, but you know what? I'll take it. So the door's locked. Who could have seen that coming, right? And she's looking for something to use to help get her out. And she finds a burner phone, like a cell phone. Well, it is a cell phone. Sorry. I just, And I'm like, and it has battery. And I was like, is this a dream? Because I feel like it's a little, but hey, people leave stuff everywhere. I find my old phones everywhere, so who knows. Back at Claudette's, Nathan gets a call from Maxie, so this is real. It isn't like a Sam in the basement dream. This is real life. So she doesn't know where she is. She's in a basement. So she's on the same page as us. And Claudette doesn't know where they could have taken her. So she was put in the trunk of a car, which just sounds horrible. And she tells him, the guy, like, because he's like, oh, like, I'll trace this call, like, 1 second. And she's like, yeah, there's not really time for that. The guy broke something and there's, like, gas leaking in here, so I don't know how much time I have. So she said it was about a 15-minute drive, no identifying textures of the road, but she does remember that annoying song about hot dogs. He always wants one when they drive by, and he doesn't know what she's talking about. And I was like, excuse me, I would like to know what you're talking about. This song may or may not save Maxie's life. I'll tell you in about 2 minutes, but, like, I want to hear this song now, you know? Do you want to hear the hot dog song? Because I want to hear the hot dog song.
I do.
Yeah, so it's the general consensus of the house. Just so you know, Misha's laying on this side of me, and Ikad's laying on this side of me. And setting up the tripod and everything was very difficult without disturbing them. But they're very cute. Oh, they're like my minions. Anyway, so Nathan and Dante head off to go find Maxie. So now Claudette's still in the room, and Griffin knocks on the door, and she says she thought someone was following her, so she called the hotel, and I'll meet you downstairs at the restaurant because I gotta call them back and say no one was following me. Girl, come on. She doesn't even mention about Maxie because, you know, why would she care? So he figures that she's not coming back, and he says she doesn't need to run away. Anna will help, and she's like, you know what? Of course I trust you. Psh. And she just needs to get her purse and, like, can you get my phone? It's over there. Well, you'll have to face away from me. You know where this is going. So then she smashes him over the head with something. Because, you know, as you do. And she leaves with her bags. Okay, I didn't expect anything less, you know? So back in the basement, Nathan and Dante find Maxie just in time.
Yay!
See? Someone's life can be saved if you find them in time. Sorry, still grieving. So they bring her outside. She needs to breathe, and she's alive. And then she says Nathan. Like, it's the first, you know, his name is the first word she says when she, like, kind of comes to. But she says it in, like, the funniest and cutest tone. Like, I can't express it. 1 second. Alright, I'm turning my TV, like, all the way up. I'm queuing it up. You just have to hear this tone. It made my night. I don't know what it is. I hope you got that. I meant to turn the volume down here and I accidentally stopped recording, but I'm pretty sure I got it. I don't know what it was about that tone, but it just made me feel a little better, especially after the few days we've been having. So anyway, now end scene. Woo! So Sunny tells Kiki Morgan would want the best for her and for her to forgive herself, and Carly comes back downstairs and Sunny says, look, like, maybe all the stuff Kiki said was true, it was right, but she's just a kid. Like, you can't, like, she's just a kid. And Carly's just mad at everyone, and she wants him to leave, and she only sees him as the man who killed her son. So Finn and Hayden are continuing to enjoy each other's company. Griffin wakes up and Claudette is gone. Who could have seen that coming? Anna takes Charlotte to find Griffin. Dante is heading to find the perp. Nathan is staying with Maxie. He wants to get her to Mercy so they could check her out. And he did figure out the hot dog clue. And I was like, I need to know this. Come on, General Hospital. Don't, like, this, otherwise it's just a huge plot hole. How are we supposed to believe you about this hot dog song? I am, like, on this right now, okay? Anyway, so Anna finds Griffin, and oh, it is recording. I thought I wasn't recording. He tells the hotel, like, I don't know, he's on the phone with them, like, saying, like, I don't know. Just, did you see this woman leave the hotel? Can I see some security tapes? I think, I don't know. She's blonde, 5'6", and beautiful. And I was like, okay. So he tells Anna that Claudette is skipping town. Claudette's on a plane to Canada. Laura says to Kevin that the Cassidines can't touch her now. And I was like, so Valentine, remember him? You know, Dick Roman from Supernatural.
And
he
he's
is
supposedly in jail.
Yeah. Well, he is sitting next to Claudette on the plane. Again, who could have seen that coming? And he says that she's stolen something from him. What is this something that she has stolen? Yeah, you're on that theory. People don't agree with that, your theory.
Well, what
don't.
else would she have stolen?
I don't know. Well, this is new information, this whole stealing thing. But all right. So that is it for today's General Hospital recap. I hope you had a good weekend, considering if you're a Walking Dead fan. And I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital. I hope you have a great day. Bye!